Video words thrown in YouTube format to expose the daily vlog of being no one knows. Secret foes, life's pain and woes, rants and thoughts. Daily journal with iPhone and his graphs to show it off. It's been a while since I've made one of those vlog videos outside. A long time, but yeah. I'm just reminded, and I'm caught in a swarm of anger. Just like I'm craving the anger, and I can't stop it. You know, it's not psychotic. It is a mental disorder. It's not mental illness. It is a form of psychosis. You know, I brought back to memories of Saul Gorman and for Trinitas, and not just him, but the earlier memory was I had these they had these bumps. You would call them lesions, but they're like bumps on the outskirts. I mean, on the exterior of my skull, my cranium. You know, usually on the side. And I knew another person that had the same thing, except like she said she cured them the best of her abilities. She would take some kind of meds like for 6 months. She said, you know, and the bumps faded away, but the hair really never regrew on there. You know, mine as well. I shave it to like a slowest, short point. I have blonde hair, so like fades in, but you could probably see it. You know, it is a side effect of Risperidone. You know, I used to take. They used to give me Risperidone in Vega 234, 238. You know, and I took those for like 4 or 5 years actually, every month in injections. You know, it is Risperidone or Risperidone, however you want to call it. You know, in Vega, the milligrams is the measurements of it. And Vega is the the name for for the liquid injection, the shot that you get every month. And as soon as I started taking them, I started having these, and it would like, I mean, I don't want to it would ooze, it would break middle of the night, even in the day. It was just like a grimy slime. It was just disgusting. And I started washing it and this and the other thing, and eventually just they would just like swell up. It was just so horrible. And she had the same things, and it's just what do I need those for? One of the side effects that I had from Risperidone, I don't ever had that before. Pretty sure it was from Risperidone. It was like a shock, like my brain was shocked, and it lasted for like an hour to 2 hours. And it was one time I was driving a truck, a 16-footer box truck for the Amtech, the beer distributor company I used to work for. It was late afternoon. It must have been autumn or winter, but I just didn't want to go in the store. I started experiencing the shock as soon as we like pulled up to the store. I was like, I can't believe this is happening right now. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing anything like that. It's like it just happened in work, and it's like I got to drive this truck, and I didn't want to go into the store. We had like 2 pallets, and I told the other guy, I said, I'm just gonna put it on your hand truck. I don't feel good. I don't want to walk in there. It was like not embarrassment or shame. I just I didn't want to be around people. I was freaked out. It's like your brain is working, like everything's fast, but it's really slow at the same time. And my fear was like, how am I gonna get in the box truck and drive? And I drove really, really slow. When I got to like the highway, it was like that as well. But it's like, it's like I gotta keep my composure together. It's like I can't fault it to this. And it happened multiple times. And profenazine, whether it's profenazine or Risperidone, they didn't help. They did the same thing to me. And in the year 2020, it happened like almost a couple times a week. It was getting to the point I have to quit taking these meds. I can't live like this. And it was outside right here, and I was talking to someone. We were texting, and it started happening, and she just pointed out something. It was like it's just relevant as a YouTube video of like the Simpsons, how they predicted, and like Donald Trump was gonna get assassinated. And I was just so much fear based. I was like, and it was this clairvoyance, this mental contact. And I was like, what if it happens? And I was just in shock, and it was just, I remember going upstairs, and I had to lay down, and I covered myself so I couldn't see anything for like half an hour. I don't know, like 50 minutes to half an hour, it went away. But it is, the healthcare system, aligned with the hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, people call them big pharma, for short, this and the other thing. They're in line, and they're really chemical based, and what they're doing, they're just, they're destroying the human minds. They're really polluting, and they're giving us side effects, whether it's biological or even mental. just horrible, disgusting individuals. You know, the amount of audacity they have to like cover it up, including like a couple of their lawyers that I called, and I mean they don't even say they defend them. You know, they don't even say you have a case or this and the other thing. They just, you know, they're very condescending towards you. You know, like, you know who I am. It's like, well, what do you get high on or something like that? Absolutely ridiculous people. You know, people should be fucking ashamed. You know, screw a fucking extermination, man. You are an abomination to fucking humanity. A disgrace. Unless the irony of it is, I mean, you know, the older soul I knew, I know that Brave New World in their high school curriculum, the book, right? And then they became like the Napoleon of Animal Farm. Who knows? Maybe they were teenagers. They were just so cruel, evil, and, you know, money greeting infest, you know, little pests, you know, destructive entities of humanity. Maybe they just would have wanted to be, you know, right then and there. Maybe they had no conscience to begin with. Maybe the conscience was corrupted for a paycheck. Maybe a lot of people just, you know, you go along with the line. You just go follow along, right? Even though it destroys you, then you cry and complain, right? You bicker and you suffer and you fucking what? You're gonna blame me for being schizophrenic, right? But you're fucking not, though, right, idiot? I'm not the one, you know, who's gonna be pushed around. I'm the one that fights back. You know, the side effects, it's like, it is also a mental stigma. It brings you down. It's like, you know, you're inadequate. And they feed you these chemicals. Well, of course you're gonna be, right? The people that aren't fucking angry, you're subdued and you're complacent. I don't trust you. And then these, you know, I'm gonna say little small-minded, minuscule people. It's they really are, but they're causing damage. We're perpetuating that you're schizophrenic, you're paranoid, blah blah blah. Look, you're just fucking ridiculous. You're fucking ridiculous, all right? And you know, doctors that try to say that the last times, you fucking haven't said anything now. Fucking haven't even said anything about that. Kept quiet about it, right? It wasn't the anger, was it? It was just like you failed at your reason, which you clearly don't use. The idiots that try to do that are the most simple-minded, just, you know, they're the most dumbest of the dumbest. I'm caught up in anger, and I wouldn't even black out on, you know, on this female. But she was just so complacent with it. She just went along with it till she found out, she saw how, you know, I rejected the meds, and whether it was a nurse or a doctor, one of them gave authority for me to reject it based on reason. Like, it gave me so many awful side effects. I wasn't delusional, you know, and he didn't pertain to that, but the side effects, he said, you could reject all your meds. And then her son and her and her little friends said, we want to do that too. But before you were ridiculing me, you're laughing at me. So why don't you take your own fucking road? You know, it's just like, I'm not even angry, and these two fucking, you know, clowns over there, you know? This little couple over there that, you know, wants to hold hands in the hole and stuff like that. You know, the abnormal couple over there, you know? It's just that, you know, it's the hypocrisy of it all. Hypocrisy of it all. And, yeah, as far as, you know, that individual, it's like she had the lesions, but also she had some kind of bone thing or something with her muscles, and she actually got surgery for it. She spent like thousands of dollars till she had to get insurance because she couldn't afford it anymore. And it's like, well, why are you? And now you're starting to take other chemicals, and you're complacent for it nonetheless. When someone, you know, tells you, well, these are side effects, you don't need that, this and the other thing. It's also a reminder, like, there's only so much you can help people and give advice. A lot of times, you know, I stay away. I don't even say anything. I'll let them be, you know. But it's really not about that. It's about not so much anger to those two, you know, little clowns, like I call them, little juveniles over there, you know. And, you know, it's beyond ignorant and stupid, man. Just like, you know, if there was ever a portfolio for beta, male, and female, that will be the culprit for it, you know. But degenerates nonetheless. But it's like, yeah, that's their you know promiscuity and their degeneracy. So it doesn't bother me. It's just you know it's kind of nasty. But as far as you know, Gorman over there in Trinitas, a lot of people perpetuate that stuff. Clearly, the nurse that gave me the Risperidone injection, she said, "Well, you know, even if you don't need it because you're not schizophrenic or bipolar, like people say, it's fun because you won't get any side effect with a smile on the face, like a cretin, sadistic cretin, you know." No fucking conscience you people have, man. Like, you want to destroy people's minds and fucking lives for a couple dollars. How much money did you get out of that? I don't give a damn about your fucking personal life, your weddings, your fiance to somebody. Screw you. Like, don't be asking me what kind of car I drive. Have some fucking class. Yeah.